Strobe Studios presents The Watson Files, starring Michael Helgens and Greg Kilberger. A century after Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson's adventures in London, their grandchildren Spencer Holmes and Jack Watson experience their own adventures. As his grandfather did, Jack Watson often kept notes about these adventures and has decided to share them with the world. Now, let's join the doctor and see what story he has for us today.
Come in.
Hello, Doctor.
Oh, hello. Good to see you again, Mr. Dolan.
And you as well. I assume you have a story prepared for us today.
Yes, of course.
Well, I believe last week you mentioned something about a locked room.
Yes, I believe I did. This case was a little unusual because the client actually enlisted my help rather than Holmes's.
Was there some sort of medical issue?
Well, no. I'm afraid it was a little more than I could help them with. No, it was my niece who needed the help. As I recall, I was at home cleaning up the breakfast dishes when I got the phone. Hello?
Uncle Jack, it's Jenny.
Oh, hi, Jenny. I haven't heard from you for a while. How are things?
Not good, actually. I was hoping you could come over.
Why? What's wrong? Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. It's Crystal, the girl next door. I'll explain when you get here.
Okay, I'll be right over. Is she okay?
No, she's dead.
Thanks for coming, Holmes. I have a feeling I'm going to want you along on this one.
No problem. Anything for an old friend.
Uncle Jack, thanks for coming.
Of course. You know my friend Spencer.
Yes, everyone knows Spencer Holmes. I'm glad you brought him along. Maybe he can help.
What seems to be the trouble? I noticed a couple of police officers outside.
It's my neighbor, Crystal. She was found dead this morning.
Do they know what happened?
They said it was suicide.
But you don't believe them?
No, there's no way Crystal would have killed herself. I just talked to her last night.
Jenny, the signs aren't always obvious, even to a close friend.
I know, Uncle Jack, but I also know Crystal. This wasn't a suicide. She was just telling me last night about this new guy she met.
Well, it couldn't hurt to take a fresh look and make sure the police haven't missed anything.
I suppose that's true.
Let's go have a look next door.
Jenny, you stay here. We'll let you know what we find out.
Okay. Thank you, Uncle Jack.
Excuse me, but this is a crime scene. You can't... Oh, Mr. Holmes.
Officer Weathers, you know my colleague Dr. Watson?
Yes, of course. I didn't realize you were involved with this case.
Well, I wasn't until a few minutes ago. I've been asked to assist by someone who was close to the deceased.
Well, I don't know what you'll be able to do. It's a clear suicide. Doors and windows to her bedroom were all locked from the inside. She slit her wrists and bled out. The mother found her this morning.
May we see the room?
I suppose, though I don't think it'll do much good. It's this room here.
Has anything been changed since she was found?
Other than the body being removed, it's the same.
I take it the large red spot on the carpet is where the body was found.
Clearly.
It doesn't appear that these windows have been tampered with.
Nope, as I said, the windows and doors were all locked from the inside. In fact, you'll notice the key is still on the lock, just as it was when our mother found her.
It looks like one of those older locks that's keyed on both sides.
Yes, so it had to be locked with a key.
Do we know who else has a key to this room?
According to the mom, no one did.
You ever heard of a mom that knew everything about her teenager?
Granted, but still, if someone used a different key to lock the door from the outside, how would the key still be in the lock on the inside?
Good point. Well, it certainly does look like a suicide. What do you think, Holmes?
Did you find a note?
No, but that's not unusual. Many people don't leave notes.
What is it, Holmes?
I'm not sure yet, but it doesn't feel right. Look at this card on the dresser. It's signed, Love, Brian.
There was a Brian here earlier. He seemed quite upset.
Probably a boyfriend.
Yes, but didn't Jenny say that Crystal had just met a new guy? Why don't you go get Jenny and see what she knows about this?
I think I'll call her. I don't want her to see the room this way, with all the blood. Jenny! Hey, it's Uncle Jack. Yeah. Well, we had a question for you. Did Crystal have a boyfriend? Uh-huh. Okay. Well, 'cause you had mentioned that she met a new guy. Oh, I see. Okay. Yep, we'll let you know. Thanks. Bye. She had a boyfriend, but was thinking about dumping him. Then she met this new guy yesterday and told Jenny about him.
Well, that certainly changes things.
I don't see how. The door was still locked from the inside. The boyfriend may have had motive and opportunity, but he certainly did not have the means.
That we know of.
All right then, Mr. Holmes. Can you give me just one way that he could have possibly carried out this murder?
I just can't see how it could be done.
I must admit I too am drawing a blank on this one. But no matter, Brian will tell us how.
And why would he do that?
You'll see. Watson, find out if Jenny knows Brian's address. Officer Weathers, would you humor me for a little bit and come with us to question him?
What do you plan to ask him?
I'm going to ask him how he killed his girlfriend.